Hey everybody, how we doing? It is Larry here for Fitness and Food. Today is the first podcast series that we're doing. We're going to talk about everything about fitness and food. It's really that simple. Just to give you a little background on me, if those of you who don't know who I am. 25 years in the fitness industry, personal trainer, coach, manager, janitor, equipment guy, pretty much did everything. All right. So now I focus on nutritional coaching and fitness program design, as well as being a fitness chef. So I like food. All right. Today we're just going to jump right into it. I got a lot of questions. A lot of my clients asked me this question, and as well as just random people of, what happens if we just stop eating? They're going to lose weight, right? Well, that's not 100% accurate. In the beginning, yeah, because your body's going to burn a certain amount of calories to just maintain itself. It's what we call homeostasis. The body does what it needs to do to keep it going, I guess. Keep your organs going, keep your heart, your brain function going, your lungs, even the muscles in your body enabling you to move. So that's on any given day, your body will burn a certain amount of calories. Now that's dependent on your age, your height, your weight, the amount of muscle you may or may not have, as well as your exercise schedule. Whether you work out a lot, you don't work out, you're intense, you manual labor, sit in an office, whatever the case may be. All that is taken into consideration when we're trying to figure out how many calories your body's going to burn on any given moment. If you drink coffee, like I do quite often, that's a caffeine. Kind of revs up the body a little bit more. It's not a great weight loss tool, but it's a great way to keep us going, and so we're not getting lazy and sitting down watching TV and doing all that fun stuff. All right, so with that said, what is starvation mode? We hear this a lot from trainers, from just random concepts on weight loss and on everything that, you need to eat, otherwise your body's going to go into starvation mode, and you're going to just pack on the pounds because your body's not going to know when it's going to eat again, so it stores everything for future use. That is not 100% accurate. Your body does change. Your body does do certain things that will alter your caloric expenditure, but in the long run, it doesn't conserve and store stuff. What it does is, like I said before, the human body has a certain amount of calories it needs per day just to function normally, just for you to get up out of bed and go about your business and do whatever. You can do that without consuming, excess calories, eating 6, 7, 8 meals a day. So your body has a minimum amount that it needs, like I said before, based on your age, height, weight, and exercise routine, job description, blah, 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 blah. So normal body function requires calories. It will go and do that. But when you do not eat, okay, if you're not giving your body the necessary fuel to keep going, what it does is it just starts to slowly reduce the amount of calories that it actually needs to do what it was doing before. Just throw out a rough number. 40-year-old, 200-pound person, moderate exercise, office job, needs the standard 2,000 calories a day, right? He or she's going to eat, 2,100 calories a day, and then throw in a little bit of exercise. But their weight is staying roughly the same. They're not gaining or losing, right? Now, let's just say they decide to, I'm not going to eat. They're going to go on a caloric restrictive diet. I'm going to eat once a day, the intermittent fasting that's out there. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just using it as an example. So they're not going to eat. So what the body's going to do is, I'm not getting the necessary fuel that I need like I normally do. So we're just going to cut back on how many calories the arms use, how many calories that the body uses, and sometimes even how many calories that the brain uses. Have you ever felt sluggish from not eating? You ever felt tired and lazy and all that fun stuff? That's what's happening because you haven't eaten, so your body's reducing how many calories it needs just to keep the brain processing. It does its bare minimum just so you're coherent and alive. Now, it will conserve this energy. Calories are a form of energy until you get more fuel. Okay. Now it's basically taking your metabolism and then just throwing it haywire. That's if you want to think of it that way. All right. Now it's an adaptive response by the human body. It basically is designed so it adapts to its environment. Whether it's going to be excessive food coming in or minimal amount of food coming in. Your body adapts both ways. Excuse me. So, we have to take into consideration everything that happens throughout the day when we're talking about caloric expenditure. Now, the best way and simplest way to, if you're interested in losing weight, losing body fat, or anything of the kind, is it's a very simple thing. Calories in versus calories out. All right? You need to have more calories going out than you do have coming in. With that said, not all calories are the same. Okay? Alcohol, for instance. There's a lot of calories in alcohol and a lot of empty calories. Alcohol, soda, sports drinks. All these things have calories in them, but that aren't really useful to the human body. Okay, we don't use that. Unlike, chicken and rice and vegetables, especially vegetables. Vegetables are amazing. They're not really calorically dense, but they're full of vitamins, nutrients, and everything else. So you're going to get calories from them, but they're going to be jam-packed with other things that the human body needs. Meat of any kind, or if you're a vegetarian, you have any protein source, soy and beans and legumes and anything like that, they're all, protein. Protein has 4 calories per gram. Carbohydrates has 4 calories per gram. Fat has 9 calories per gram. So the more fat you take, the more calories you're bringing in. Now we're starting to borderline into the keto, but that's a conversation for another day. That requires its own topic. I am neither for nor against the keto diet, but we'll get into more detail about that later on. So, like I said, we're going to be very quick about this. You need to eat. Okay, your body needs to eat. It needs to fuel itself. It's going to burn calories throughout the course of the day, and you need to replace those. That's just to maintain where you're at. Take somebody like myself, for instance, 42 years old, male, 5'9"-ish on a good day, 225 pounds. I need close to 3,000 calories, 2,800, 2,900 calories a day just to maintain where I'm at because I exercise 5 days a week. So my muscles require a little bit more fuel than the average person who's more sedentary. But the way I structured my meal plans are Monday through Friday, I reduce my meals because I'm interested in trying, small weight loss, half a pound a weekish. So you say like 2 pounds a month. I'm not looking to, drop 2 or 3 sizes, but I want to reduce body fat and I want to reduce, any strain on my heart or my organs or anything else like that. So I'm going to reduce the foods that I eat. I used to eat 7 times a day, 4,000 calories and heavy weight lift. But since this quarantine, I haven't been able to do that. And to be honest, I feel a lot better since I'm not putting that strain on my joints. There comes to realization that there are certain things that we can and cannot do. And lifting heavy weights is no longer in the cards for me. So I do what I can. I've had great workouts lately, and I feel better. My joints don't hurt, and I'm still looking decent. You know, my kids tell me I look good, but they're a little biased. But if you think about this for a second, so I went from about a 4,000 calorie a day diet, 4 to 5,000 calories a day, and I'm dropping that now to a 2,600 calories a day. Now for me, that's huge. That's 1,400 calories, pretty much, okay? A day. I limited my food, I reduced everything. I'm going to reduce body fat, I'm going to help with my cholesterol, I'm going to reduce my blood pressure, and my joints and my body are just going to feel better, and I'm going to be able to move better. So I'm feeding myself every 3 to 4 hours, and nothing that's high in fat, high in calories, high in anything else, and not high in carbohydrates either. You know, carbohydrates are the main fuel source for the body, but when they don't have it, they could actually take it from body fat, and that's where keto comes in. But again, we'll talk about that later. So, calories in versus calories out. And we got to make sure that we have good calories coming in. Okay? Not empty calories from soda, sports drinks, alcohol, stuff like that. Not saying you can't enjoy a drink every now and again if you choose to. That is fine. You can do that. But let's just be sensible about everything. Just remember, it has to go somewhere. All right? Calories in versus calories out. We're going to stop with that today. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you stay tuned. We got a lot more coming your way. And I'm going to start talking about topics the average person probably doesn't know. And who knows? Maybe I'll get some guests on and we can start talking. Alrighty? Thank you guys again, and I'll see you later.